LEU was trending a couple of hours ago and actively discussed following a substantial $900 million US Department of Energy award aimed at bolstering domestic US domestic nuclear fuel production, particularly its critical high-assay low-enriched uranium for next generation reactors. While many anticipate significant long-term growth driven by AI energy demands and US energy independence, the community of investors and traders is grappling with recent share dilution and the stock's pronounced volatility. Okay, so it is down 8.34%. This is Wednesday, the 11th of February 2026, pre-market session. Okay, so let's see now. Yesterday, yes, it's disclosed its earnings outcomes. Let's see what there's more here with regard to that. Okay, delivered a high revenue, major contracts, and won $3.8 billion and a $3.8 billion backlog. Yeah, let's take that again. Delivered higher revenue, major contract wins, and a $3.8 billion backlog with a robust 2026 outlook. Okay, so the underlying trend is strongly bullish. The underlying trend is underscored by its 200-day moving average, and as you can see, it's sloping bullishly upwards. Okay, yesterday it was extrapolating that we are going to see weakness, and that is what we're looking at right now. But let's see what we have on the 4 hour chart first of all. Okay, the on this 4 hour chart, lower prices are expected to remain in place up till 8 a.m. New York time today, and then after that there might be a slight attempt, very slight attempt to bounce, but it may be rejected. So it's all the extrapolation is that lower prices may remain in place up till Thursday. Thursday, that's tomorrow, the 12th, midday. So all in all, is actually saying that we're not going to see any meaningful bounce. It's the downtrend is expected to remain in place up till the 17th of February. Even this bounce here, it's extrapolating. Is expected that you might get a rejection maybe on the 19th at around $234.11. Okay, so the 40 period moving average is expected to continue to decline to prevent any meaningful bounce. Okay, so it's expected to trade below this declining moving average. Okay, projections are saying 213.53, 183.69, 165.26, 276.53. Okay, so 276 is the only upper projection. Okay, so momentum is also expected to remain subdued up till at least maybe the 18th of February. Maybe that's when it might begin to pick up. So what could possibly warrant that? So let's return to the okay, before we return to the daily chart, we can return to the daily chart and see what the market grid is going to give us if it's still very much there. Before we do that, momentum is also expected to remain flat pretty much on the daily chart. Let's see, market grid gives us a range of possible prices. Let's see. I'm sure it's not going to be relevant anymore because a lot has happened already. The stock has declined a further 4% since since it plotted. So we have the stock is currently at 242.89. I don't think we have it here. Yeah, just way outside of this market grid now. Yeah, the implication is that a bounce might play out. Let's see. But if it does bounce, we have it has a resistance at 238.234. So it's at where is it now? 2243. Okay, no, sorry. 243 is the further support. Okay, 243 is where it is right now. Okay, 243 is where it is right now. And there's a support at the 40-day moving average, not a very robust one. But if it attempts to bounce, it's going to, okay, 255 is not exactly a staunch resistance. So Yeah, not exactly. This is where it has more of a resistance. 260 to 265, 270. Yes, more of that, more of a resistance right inside the grid. If it bounces, if it breaches this resistance, then you might begin to face more more resistance. If it bounces, it might begin to face more resistance. But have it return to the 4 hour chart and see. Okay, it's also outside of the grid on the 4 hour chart. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, yeah, it had a rejection at 245.995. Is that not what we have? Yeah. So this is where I had the resistance just below here, and it's currently at 243, just around here. So there's resistance there, and the algo seems to be suggesting that it's going to continue to decline towards tomorrow's trading session. Okay, so it's yeah. So if it bounces, we have this is where the resistance is 241, 248. No, sorry, 248 is where the resistance is. Not a robust one, but it has had a rejection there at 245. Yeah, 240. So it's maybe just like the algo seems to be suggesting, lower prices may prevail. Yeah, nothing positive at all coming up on on the stock. It's more of weakness, further weakness. Yeah. Okay, so um, let's see now. I think we can also try and see what the probability is going to tell us in terms of a possible bounce, because even though the the resistance is stacked up against it, but another thing we can equally do is just see what the probabilities are saying. Okay, there's a moving average here. That's where they got a rejection. So yeah, it's been facing resistances. This was as of Monday the 9th. So that was at 277, $277. So the probability of that retesting, the probability of that of it surpassing 270 is slightly higher than 50%. So I'm considering this strip here. It holds the moving averages, the 10, 21, 40, and the 200-day moving averages. So I'm considering the first value, which is the 10-day moving average. So, and that is 277. So if your moving average is greater than your target, then you are looking at the probability of it, you are looking at the probability that is greater than 50%. So we have that as yeah, it's greater than 50%. So yeah, statistically, it's looking that it like it's something that can happen, but it has, my goodness, it has not been able to surpass that moving average. It got a rejection on the 3rd of February, and then again failed again on the 9th. So after 1 week, it failed. So it has not been able to go through this moving average. But statistically, it is very robust. Statistically, it's very high that it might do so. But if it does close above it, then we're looking at the prospects of breezing through to 87, which is very high. Probability of that is very high. And we have here, let's see here, a couple of okay. Let's see what we have here. This will be a tall order. 323. Okay, no, here it's not very high, but statistically higher than probability of it surpassing 289 is very high, very high. But it doesn't. It's just statistical. See, let's see how all of this will pan out. I think what was the it doesn't seem like anything was that bad as such. Let's see. There must be something that was not fantastic in the earnings outcomes. Guidance was what? Guidance was good. Mm, robust 2026 outlook. Yeah, it's not that bad as such, but there must be something that we haven't seen, you haven't noticed. Okay, so see what you make of LEU, and thank you very much for watching this video.